Hello and welcome to the Simply Listed SKU linking tutorial for phone cases. So just in case you are brand new here, Simply Listed is a mockup automation software where you use your own mockups to create a template, and then Simply Listed will put your design on those mockups for you. We can create mockups for tons of different products, and we have lots of different tutorials here on this channel if you're interested. But our other feature that is so beloved is our SKU linking feature. So what this feature is for, who it's for in general, is specifically for Printify users, because the way that Printify works is when you add a design to a Printify product, every variation of that product gets its own SKU number. So like I added this lemon design on this phone case, and if you scroll down, every single option is going to have its own long SKU number. So you can see here for the iPhone 16 with a glossy surface, it has this big long number ending in 477. For the same iPhone 16 in matte, it ends in 062. And so this is how Printify knows exactly what item your customer ordered. So if we go back and look at a different Printify product, like the same phone case but with blueberries on it, for example, and we scroll down, you can see these have totally different SKU numbers. And so if you're selling a phone case as is, let's say you want to sell this blueberry phone case on Etsy and you want to sell just this one blueberry phone case here in the glossy and the matte finish, all you would do is click publish, and you don't need the SKU linking system here at Simply Listed. The reason why you would use the SKU linking system is, I'll come over here to Etsy and I'll show you, is if you wanted to offer multiple things in one listing. So for example, if you wanted to be able to sell 3 different types of phone cases from Printify, so let's say the Tough phone case, the Snap case, and the MagSafe case, if you wanted to sell 3 different types of phone cases with the one design on it, I'm going to show you how to do that in today's tutorial. The other situation that you'd want to do is if you wanted to do something like what this person did in this example right here, is they're selling 5 different designs in one listing. So you can buy any of these 5 designs on the one phone case. And so I'll also show you how to do that, since selling multiple variations of similar types of designs in one listing is something that a lot of phone case sellers do that's really, really successful. So that's why you would use the SKU linking system, and those are the 2 scenarios. So hopefully that makes sense so far, but feel free to put any questions that you have in the comments, or you can always reach out to us on our chat bubble support here on Simply Listed for any help as well. So let's start from the very beginning. With the SKU linking system, you do need to have your products uploaded to Printify to begin with. And so that's where I started here. So for the first example, I'll show you how to sell 3 different Printify designs for your phone case in one listing. So I went ahead and I added my lemon design, a blueberry design, and a strawberry design to Printify on the phone case that I'm going to sell. But this could be any phone case that you want to sell just in general. Once you're in here though, just in case you don't know, you can come here to select variations, and you want to select any of the phone case sizes that you'd like to sell. So if you click here on surface, you can offer in glossy and matte options as well. So add your designs to the phone cases here in Printify. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to publish one of these to Etsy. So I'm going to publish my lemon phone case. So this way we don't have to type in all of these different phone case models onto Etsy. And so what you want to do is click this hide in store button on Printify though. That way no customers can see it or purchase it before we make our changes. I also like to say show all variants is available for purchase, even if it's out of stock. And then I like to turn off the mockups because I use Simply Listed to make my mockups, but totally up to you. So go ahead and publish it to Etsy. Feel free to follow along as we do this. So here we are, the lemon case just got published, right? And so the thing that we're gonna do is you're gonna put in your title for your product. So add your title, add your mockup photos, or you can do that after. You need to come down to your variations. So I clicked the variations button, and you'll click manage variations. Now here's where we need to add the part where the customer is going to have that drop down. So let me show you again on that other person's listing. Where was it? So they're going to have their phone model drop down, and then they can have another one that's named design where they have 5 different designs, right? So that's what we're building for here. So coming back to my listing, we're going to edit this. And if you want to keep glossy and matte, I'll show you how to do that. So you'll say design 1 glossy, design 1 matte. And you can copy this too, so you don't have to retype this over and over. Delete this. Okay, so then we're going to do design 2 glossy, and then design 2 matte. Then we'll do design 3 glossy, design 3 matte, okay? And so I do need to have you name this a certain thing for the name of this custom variation. So for this one, we're gonna do type/surface. So if you have the word glossy or matte, it does need to have the word surface. After you link the SKUs, you could change this to be named whatever you want, but that's what we need for our system to know what variations to match to on Printify. So that's going to tell Simply Listed, hey, I need to match these based on the surface. And the reason why I'm using that word is because that's what Printify uses. So here I'll show you when you scroll down to where these SKU numbers are, you'll see the size and the surface. Those are the 2 variants that we are going to be searching Printify to find this exact matching SKU number. So once you've got all that entered in, you'll click done, and then you can say the SKUs don't vary just for this example and click apply. So then you'll need to update your prices and your quantity. You can quickly kind of bulk edit that by clicking this checkbox and do update quantity. You always want it to be 999. That's the most you can have. And then do that again for the pricing, update price. So for this one, I'm gonna say $34.27. You can go through and change the prices individually for each phone case if you need to, or if you change the prices in Printify, we can also bring those prices over here into the Etsy listing as well. So once you've got it just the way that you want it here, you'll click Save Draft. So now that's saved. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm actually going to copy, so you see in the URL, this long number at the end. We're going to need that to be able to know which Etsy listing to actually link to. So that's all you need to do, super easy. So coming back over to Simply Listed, now you're going to click Choose Products. And if you added new designs to Printify but didn't publish them to Etsy, that's why you're only seeing the lemon case, then you do need to click this sync button. You see these little arrows next to Printify products. That'll pull over any new Printify products that you made but just saved as a draft because you didn't publish them. So we'll give them a second to pull over the other 2 designs. Okay, so now that they've loaded, so you're gonna select the blueberry, the strawberry, and the lemon, or whatever your 3 to however many designs you have are. You can do as many as you'd like. So then once you've selected the Printify products, you'll click continue, and this is where you're gonna paste that Etsy listing ID. You can also click manually select, but that just takes a little longer since it's trying to load all of your listings. So that's why I like to paste it from the URL on Etsy and click confirm. It's going to ask you potentially a question if you don't have one of your variations named size. So for mine, I have phone model. It says which variation has the sizes. The phone model one does. So what it's asking is it the phone model or the type surface, right? That's what it's asking. So the one that has the sizes, mine is named phone model, and I'll click continue. And so here's where you have to do a little bit of matching. So you'll have to remember which one you made, design 1, design 2, and design 3, for example. So for me, I made the lemon one, design 1, and then I'm gonna match that to the glossy design 1 and the matte design 1. Then next, I'll hit the second one, which is blueberry, and match that to design 2 and design 2. Then I'll grab the strawberry and match that to design 3 and design 3. And that's as simple as it is. You can also, like I said, click this link prices button. Only click this if you want us to copy all of the prices you have in Printify over to your Etsy listing, and click continue. So now it says the SKUs have linked successfully. So when we come back over here to Etsy, if we refresh this page right here, now you're going to see all of your SKU numbers added in. Now you do want to just do a quick check on a couple of these and make sure that it looks right, because if you've done something a little different than I'm doing, sometimes that can be a problem. So let's check design 1, iPhone 16, ends in 477. So let's come back over here to Printify and just make sure. So I'm here in design 1. The iPhone 16 ends in 477 for the glossy, and that's correct. The matte one ends in 062, and that's correct as well, 062. So I could check a couple more, but it looks like this one all linked successfully. So now this one is all done for you. We copy and pasted, I think it's 72 different SKUs in this example. If you do more designs, it'll be even more. And now whenever someone orders one of these phone cases, the order will go through automatically to Printify and they'll automatically make it. And that is the beautiful thing about the SKU linking for phone cases. Now let's show you the second scenario. So now let's say you want to offer multiple different types of phones in one Etsy listing. So you'll do the same thing. You will publish that design from Printify to Etsy for one of them. That way you don't have to enter in all the different phone models. But when you're doing the manage variations, it's going to look a little bit different. So again, we need it to be type/surface if you're going to be having the glossy and matte options in there as well. And this is what it might look like for you. So this example, I'm selling 3 different types of phone cases on Printify. So what I started with is I added my design to the tough case. I added my design to the magnetic tough case, and I added my design to the snap cases. And so you can name these whatever makes sense for you as long as it's under 20 characters. So keep that in mind, because MagSafe Glossy, I didn't have room for the word case. So I added Tough Case Glossy, Tough Case Matte, Snap Case Glossy, Snap Case Matte, MagSafe Glossy, and MagSafe Matte. Those are the 3 ones that I added. And then again, for the phone models, again, you can change this to, sizes, if you want, but I feel like phone models makes more sense. So phone models, and those would be your 2 variations. And so when we go to SKU link this example, let me turn off the SKUs and we'll do this one again together. So I'll grab this one's listing ID from the URL again and click Save as Draft. So let's come back over to Simply Listed and go back to SKU linking. So again, coming back to choose our products, I have the tough case, the snap case, and the magnetic tough case, and click continue. I'll add in my Etsy listing ID, confirm. The phone models variation has the sizes, and then again, we're just doing that mix and match. So I have the tough case goes to the 2 tough case options, snap case goes to the 2 snap case, and then the magnetic goes to the MagSafe, and click continue. And again, it's going to copy and paste all of those SKU numbers into the Etsy listing. So we'll go ahead and click refresh. And now you see all of those SKU numbers get copy and pasted over into the Etsy listing. So next I'm going to create a tutorial on how to make mock-ups with Simply Listed when you are selling multiple different phone cases in one listing. So make sure to stay tuned for that and comment down below if you have any questions at all. We're happy to help.